this thing of drugs, this thing of you being amongst the highest in murder, the EFF can stop that in less than 6 months. Because these gangsters, you know them, and we know them. Once we know these gangsters, we set a trap on them. And once we set a trap on them, if they take out a firearm and point it at the police, we drop them same time. We don't negotiate with criminals. No criminal will point a gun at an EFF policeman and receive a rose. We're going to stop this murder in Mthatha because this must be a land of peace. The land of Nelson Mandela will have law and order under the EFF. We cannot surrender the streets to gangsters, to taxi bosses, some taxi person whose known is even called Brawatwat, not under the EFF. Under the EFF, your business is taxis. It's not to terrorize people. No one must be feared. We must all fear the law. And no one must be protected by the police. Because this police, they use the police vans to transport drugs and nyaope because they don't get searched. What was painful when I discovered DP is that even ambulances transport drugs. Because ambulances don't get stopped at the roadblock. So this is a road that needs a firm government which is going to deal with criminals. We cannot have peaceful South Africans respecting the law but living in fear. Those who don't respect the law don't live in fear. Under the EFF, you rape and you go to jail. Be guaranteed, after serving your term, the database of all rapists is going to be made public. What is a database? A database is when you go to Mthatha to go and ask to be a teacher in a primary school because they don't know your history and make you work with girl child. Someone must just Google your name. And then it must come out, say, rapists. So that everybody knows the day I rape, that dark cloud is going to hang on top of my head until the grave. You cannot rape and say you served your term. You will never serve your term because that person will never recover from what you did. When you rape, something in women die. And that thing will be dead forever. And then you come back and say, I've served my term. What term? Because every time she sees you, she's reminded of the past experiences. So we need to protect our girl child. We need to protect our